Hello and welcome. Today I'm adding Pitfall 2 for the Atari 2600 from the Activision Collection 2 to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. Originally released in 1984, it is naturally the sequel to Pitfall, wherein you control Pitfall Harry once again as he explores the wilds of Peru to find the Raj Diamond, as well as rescue his niece Rhonda and their animal friend Quickclaw. This is a game that I don't really have nostalgia for as such, although I think I played it when I was younger, possibly the ZX Spectrum or C64 ports. But I don't think it left much of an impression, as I only have vague recollections of it, and that came from playing this and falling down some long ladders. Anyway, the game is known for being a popular sequel that had some technical innovations, such as the first or one of the first checkpoint systems in a game, and being one of the few 2600 games to have music. Anyway, that's the preamble out of the way, so let's get on with the graphics. While it does look quite similar to the first Pitfall, there are a few enhancements: the ability to swim, a larger map, and a larger variety of enemies. Oh, and the water and waterfalls are quite impressive for what the system could do. Really, given the hardware, I can't knock the graphics at all, and I'd say they are pretty impressive, all the while staying true to the look of the original game.
Sound and music.
While the sound effects are fairly basic and fairly similar to those of the first game, the music is the standout here, and not because it's good music, because it's quite repetitive and gets a bit annoying after a while, but the fact it has music and it's not just a beeper tune is quite remarkable for the Atari 2600. But remarkable or not, it is quite annoying after a while.
Gameplay.
On the surface you might think, yeah, it's more Pitfall, it's going to be largely the same, but there are some notable differences. Gone are the gaping pits that you'd fall into, also gone are the crocodiles and the rope swings. Also gone is the flicking between screens, as it has a large scrolling environment, and it scrolls horizontally as well as vertically, giving you quite a vast underground labyrinth to explore. What's also different is you don't have lives per se, you have a score. So when an enemy kills you, or hurts you, you lose a bunch of points and get set back to your previous checkpoint. And this is one of the negatives of the game. Returning to the checkpoint sees you floating all the way back, and it could be quite a long way back, resulting in a tedious break from the gameplay. The environment is rather large, with over 200 screens worth of interconnecting tunnels, and it never breaks the illusion. There's no flick screens, no loading screens or transitions. And when combined with the checkpoint system, the challenge comes from finding the correct routes, memorising the enemy patterns, and managing the long backtracks after a mistake.
Overall opinion.
While in many ways Pitfall 2 is a technical improvement on the original, it also loses something of the charm, and my initial impression of this game was quite negative, especially with the floating back to the checkpoint thing. Not to mention that ladders can be quite finicky, which often leads to you falling and having to deal with the checkpoint thing. Yeah, you get the gist. But I did find that once I persevered with it and played more, that I really got a feel for it and started to really enjoy the non-linear exploration. And despite a few annoyances, overall I think I actually prefer it to the original game, which is not something I would have said when I first started playing it.
Ranking.
Placing Pitfall 2 on my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever, I've elected to put it above Cobra Triangle but below Crackpots, placing it at 183 out of 417 games that I've ranked so far, which I'm sure would be low for many Atari enthusiasts, considering it's considered one of the crown jewels of the Atari library. But as I'm sure most of you are aware by now, my tastes tend to lean to slightly more modern than the 2600. Anyway, that's everything for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.